Beach FM, locals talking to locals.
My great pleasure to welcome to the program now the Regional Councillor representing Kapiti, Penny Gaylor. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, listeners. Are any of you...
Oh, that lasted about 3 words. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Are you there?
You okay?
Oh, it's sort of going on and off just a wee bit there, Penny. And yes, lots of very energetic sounds coming there. So she's.
Oh yeah, there's. So I'm at the local gym, Body and Soul in Otaki, and you know, this time of the year, there's a lot of regrets about how many servings of the pads and stuff like that. I was actually not too naughty, I have to say. So, but been enjoying some downtime and good time to reset, ready to launch into what is absolutely going to be a really busy year for us at council. So when you have busy years, you need to actually make sure you've got lots of energy for that.
That's exactly right.
Feeling at your best.
People don't realise just how much energy is required. A lot of it is mental energy, but from physical energy comes mental energy, I find. So if you're physically tired, it's difficult to perform. And let's face it, you blokes do a lot of reading and a lot of considering. And I believe on Tuesday that you did some real stuff at Queen Elizabeth Park.
Yeah, I love the getting out from behind the council table and actually getting out and seeing the stuff that we do in our community. So there was 5 of us councillors given a bit of a tour of the Queen Elizabeth Park. Some of the newbies, of course, have not been in amongst the Queen Elizabeth Park and the discussions we've been having for many, many years. But the restoration work that we've been doing for many years, particularly the last kind of 3, 4, 5 years where we've been resetting things around the restoration of wetlands at Queen Elizabeth Park, and we have the McClain Family Trust area of land in that top right corner of the Queen Elizabeth Park that is now into its second year from being planted. We've had phenomenal growth. Thousands of plants have gone in there. Very generous community partnership that we have with the McClain Family Trust, who over 3 years have donated $300,000. They're going into the 3rd year now. And, so we're restoring acres of wetland there. And what we wanted to look at was the areas that we've closed off already that we are embarking on for that next layer of wetland restoration at Queen Elizabeth Park. And, back in August, the council, before we had our election, signed up to a carbon neutral target of 2030, which was pretty progressive. So we have to get on and get to that target. And one of the key ways that we're going to do that is with restoration of wetlands. And the Queen Elizabeth Park is going to be a really big part of that.
Excellent. Look, it's wonderful that you mentioned the McClain family. I believe that it was 100 years ago, late last year, my memory says October or September, 100 years ago that the McClain family made the initial donation of land where McClain Park and that reserve along, just to the west of the Paraparaumu Beach shopping centre is. And they have, over this century, they've been extraordinarily generous to the community, haven't they?
Yeah. No, and I think we have a wonderful working relationship with that trust. They're just so good to us, and so therefore they're very good to our community. So absolutely to be applauded and celebrated, and just thanks. It's really awesome.
So what's the arrangement you have with the trust? Do they still own the land and you manage it for them, or is it a pure donation?
So the work that the money that they've put into the Queen Elizabeth Park stuff is, because that's still Crown land.
Yes.
So that's not about anybody gifting land to anybody. It's simply about all their money went on to planning and clearing and planting and then maintaining the plantings there specifically for it to be returned to wetland.
Well, that's extraordinary. So they donated real cash to make this possible.
Yes, absolutely, and it's huge because it's something like a facility of $25,000 to $30,000 per hectare if you're wanting to restore something to a wetland. So what we've also got smart about because of their financial support is to actually bring in a company, which is a local company called Ground Truth.
Yes.
And they have actually helped us work out the smartest possible ways where to plant, what to plant, how to plant it, getting your locally sourced native, but just because they're locally sourced doesn't mean that it'll be the easiest to grow, because that's the thing about getting out behind from the council table, is you actually can experience the harsh, salty winds that you get at Penny Park, and that dryness that you get. And people could say, "Oh, it's pretty brown here," and I was saying, "Well, it's not. It's pretty brown because we're right by the sea, and it's those harsh coastal winds that not just blowing the wind onto small, plants that you just planted, but actually salty winds on those new shoots."
Yes, very, very challenging environment. So it's great to get a reality check there.
Yeah.
Did you find that your fellow councillors, the newbie councillors in particular, did they appreciate just how important wetlands are?
Oh yes, yeah. Well, so for example, just because of a particular slice of the people that were there, 3 of them were people who came in, or 2 of them came in on Green Party tickets. One came in on a Labour Party ticket, and the others, no closet greenie about him. He's just greenie, and so absolutely. But just because you're that committed to that stuff doesn't always mean that you know all the detail around what needs to be done or how you do it in particular conditions and in particular places. And I'm really interested in the particular benefits that you get from a wetland versus some other kind of restoration project, because there's no shortage of really good ideas. We have absolute shortage of money, so we've got to prioritise that short money over to the best possible wins and gains from our various restoration projects, because we've got 24 restoration organisations in Kapiti alone, and they are all very good eco-soldiers for us, but they'll all tell you money's short, time's short, so we've just got to manage all that really well.
Indeed. So is the plan in the foreseeable future to carry on what we have with the very fine work that is being done, or are there any new innovations that are in your mind?
So what we want to do is more wetlands there, but across that kind of big slice of area there is actually quite changeable ground conditions. So what we've done in the Maclean area, and then you go along and you go, oh well, there's not so much peat there, or there's a different sort of stuff there, or there's areas that have been disturbed a lot over decades, and so therefore what's in there and kind of the sleeping dormant gore stuff that we're always struggling to manage. So it's not, can't just, and that's the thing we all need to learn, is that you can't just automatically replicate. There's not such thing as a one kind of wetland, apparently. No. This is all stuff we're learning. And also you said the experts, they're forever learning too. So something that we've also been able to do with that money and regional councils investment is to put in, I daren't say the name because it's just, I haven't got it quite right. It's a sort of
a botanical name, is it?
No, it's a measuring tool.
Oh, I see.
You put it into the ground, kind of like 4 metres, and you can work out where the water's lying and how deep, and all your different layers. But it's just, if I get it wrong, it might be a rude word. So I'll be careful.
All right. So it's an instrument.
It's an instrument with beginning of P.
Okay. So, and this means that, further research is being done all the time, and this is the nature of science. The more you learn, the more you know you don't know, and the more that, the more information you have to work with, and therefore your plans may change.
Absolutely, and you've got to tailor it, constantly tailoring it, and of course to these conditions. So, for example, next month, all us councillors will be over in the Wairarapa looking at the Moana wetlands over there. So they're not coastal. They're quite a different kettle of fish again. Yes. So we'll learn more again.
Well, it's a lovely journey of progress that you're embarking on.
And I say that because as chair of the Environment Committee, what I'm wanting to set up these kind of experiences for my colleagues is because we're coming up to the annual plan yet again, and then of course next year will be their long-term plan. And we've made this commitment for our carbon neutral target was 2030, and what we need to do is actually look at, the kind of wetland and the monies that we need to invest into wetlands as one example of the kind of money that we need to invest. But I want my colleagues to be as informed as possible if I brought through a bid onto the table for some more financial investment into Queen Elizabeth Park and other places. You can't go, expect them to make a good decision if they actually really didn't know that much about
That's right.
what Wetland is or what it does or what the benefits are versus something else.
Sure. So, as with most things in life, it's all about education, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and we want to make good decisions. We want to make decisions that are as prudent as possible for our ratepayers.
Excellent. Thank you for educating us. Lovely to talk to you this morning.
Lovely to talk to you. I shall just
back to the gym
on a treadmill now.
Good on you. Okay, thank you very much.
106.3 Beach FM.